Today, we're taking a look at Auditing America's buddy, Fake Mike Real News, while he's on his channel. Fake Mike Real News makes a fool of himself and almost gets arrested by mouthing off to the cops. Also, some breaking news. Thanks to Frauditor Troll putting this video up, and he'll be releasing info throughout the week. Please, go to Frauditor Troll's channel, like and subscribe. You won't be disappointed. They make great content. That Selmo, or Mr. Auditing America, or Mr. America, is facing some tax issues from the IRS. So let's see what happens with that, and I'll keep you guys updated. So let's jump into the video and enjoy.
Coca-Cola factory on that street, the whole strip. I'm on that strip. Yeah. No. Carter Valley?
I believe this is either Dean or
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, right there. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm at.
Yeah, I think it's Pleasant Valley Park, right?
Yeah, but not. I didn't go to 8. I gotta go to 8.
What's your name, badge number, sir? I'm sorry? Would you say it like that to a judge? Right here? If you were in court, you would say that to a judge? It's right here? No, of course you wouldn't. Of course you wouldn't. What's your name and your badge number? I'm sorry?
Stay back. You're not involved in this scene.
Actually, I am. I am involved in this.
You're allowed to film,
I know I'm allowed to film. It's my First Amendment right.
but you can back up.
What's your name and your badge number?
I already just said it, okay?
No, you said it's right here. No, you said it's right here. It's your policy to identify yourself. No, you said it's right. Your name is right here? What's your name, badge number, sir?
Sir, no, I have some business to take care of
Okay.
with him.
Okay.
You're free to video record.
Yeah, I know I'm free to
Stand
record.
on the other side of that tree.
Is that,
Okay.
can you put up some restricted tape for me?
No. Stand
Why
on
not?
the other side of the
And here we go. Fake Mike Real Dumb is now asking for restricted tape and badge numbers. The cops are allowing him to film. They're not infringing on his First Amendment rights. They're just simply asking him to step back a certain amount of feet so they can safely do their jobs and not be distracted. You know, there's a thing called officer safety that they're not taking into account. But then again, when do fraudsters care about cops and anyone doing something right?
Is this a lawful order?
because now you're interrupting.
No,
our
that's
official business.
different. That's different.
Stand on that side of that tree.
Is that a lawful order?
That's a lawful order. Now stand
Okay, what's your
outside.
name, badge number?
Badge number 340.
And what's your
Stand
name?
on the other side of the
That's
tree.
not a lawful order. I need your name. That's not a lawful order.
You're
No, because you have to put up restricted tape. You have to put up restricted tape.
Wrong. You're wrong.
You see, you are wrong. Because do you remember your little friend in your community, Long Island Audits, when he went to Hartford, Connecticut, and he got arrested for interfering on a traffic stop? The cops told him, I should say, that when they are doing a traffic stop, there is an invisible bubble. Now these cops have told you that you can record, but you simply have to go next to the tree and not interfere. That is a lawful order because you are now distracting the officers from doing their jobs. So,
tell you something.
You have to put up restricted tape if you want to make a scene. No, I'm not.
We're doing police business.
Sir, the
because
first-
you're taking our attention
No,
away
sir.
from him.
No, that's your job to stay focused
you're
on
shaking.
this.
Nope.
It's
Stand
your job
back
to
here.
stay
You can
focused
either
on
stay
this.
here.
I can do what I want. I'm a free person. I haven't been committed a crime. You have no reasonable articulable
Stay here,
suspicion of
or I
me
put
committing
you
a
in the
crime.
back of the car.
Is that a threat?
No, that's informing you.
Oh,
happened
what crime do you suspect me of committing?
right now?
What-
You haven't crossed the line yet.
What's the line?
crossed
You
the line.
haven't even set up a line for me to cross. It's your duty to set up a line. It's your duty to give your name and badge. This is why you guys earn the hate. You don't know the Constitution. You fail to identify yourself. This guy got the stupidest mustache I ever seen in my life. And you guys got 3 guys right now. There's tons of cold cases. There's tons of untested rape kits. But you're harassing this one guy right now. You're harassing 3 cops that don't even know their job because they're idiots because they couldn't find a job somewhere else in life. So you're living off the man. You're working directly for the man. And you're not doing anything right. You don't even know the Constitution.
no, they actually have jobs, and you're pretty angry. I think you should lay off the energy drinks. It might mess up your heart. But, yes, they work for the government. Yes, they do work for the quote-unquote man. But what do? You and your friends who say you're activists and journalists are not journalists or activists. If you were journalists, you would do more than going to a post office or the police department and trying to record. What you would do is try to set up interviews and try to get into press conferences legitimately, not by running in and getting arrested almost, or trying to jump and get hugs from our vice president like you've done before. No, you would go through proper channels to come in and do interviews and get into the press conferences. And if you were activists, you would get petitions signed. You would hold protests. You would run for office to get changes made. All you're doing is trying to get clicks and views and ad revenue for your little YouTube channels. And, by the way, they have departments for those kinds of crimes that you've mentioned. So, shenanigans on you, son.
What's your name and your badge number, sir? Right there. Yeah, it's right there. It's right there. Well, oh, what about people that have blindness, neurodiversity, autism? It's your duty. It's your duty to tell me your name and badge number. Are you?
Dude, having a little
Leave me
brain,
alone,
we're
damn it.
having a brainstorm session.
Did I stutter?
Thought you guys were protecting and serving with pride. Are you scared? Are you a coward? Yes, there obviously is, because you don't want to say your name. How does it feel working for the man? How does it feel not even knowing your job, not even knowing the Constitution? How does it feel being a sellout coward? Yeah, you. I'm talking to you right here. Right here, I'm talking to you. You got an answer?
Wow. Just wow. You're calling him a sellout? Is it because he's an African-American gentleman who is working as a cop? Or is it because he is a cop? I don't know. But I would say rethink your thoughts before you speak them. I mean, he has a job. He's protecting his community. Their job is to protect and uphold your rights. They're not supposed to know them by heart. They are not encyclopedias. They are not robots. They are people. They are meant to serve their community, uphold the public trust, and protect the innocent. Not play 20 questions with an idiot with a camera for YouTube. You, sir, are
For that? Does it feel good working for the man? You love it. He's laughing because he knows deep and down it hurts. He knows deep down, that guy knows. Because you guys got 3 guys hemmed up here for no reason. We've got cold cases. You're standing over here with a guy with the 1970s porno mustache who can't bag any chicks, and he's so embarrassed about his own name that he's scared to say it like a coward bitch. You guys are all cowards. It's pathetic. Why now I'm shaking? Actually, I have a medical affliction and also I have adrenaline because coward idiots. And see, if this was back in the day, you're lucky it's not back in the day. Because I'll tell you, back in the day, do you know what George Washington did to redcoats? I'll tell you, he shot him in the face. But I'm not doing that. I'm calling for nonviolence. No, I said I call for nonviolence. I'm not doing that. So I have adrenaline. And a normal human response is to have adrenaline. But you don't have adrenaline because you don't have a soul. You don't know your job. You're
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Well, I think the officer with the mustache would rather do his job and help provide backup for a traffic stop than play 20 questions with an idiot. And you making those comments can be considered threatening a police officer, which is a felony in most states. So, are you threatening the cop or are you not? And this is the first time I've heard a medical condition. Could it be that you were drinking too many espressos and energy drinks and smoking too many non-legal items like we've seen in some of your streams and videos?
scared to even say your name. Yeah, I got adrenaline. Is that a bad thing? No, it's a good thing. You guys are all neutered. You guys watch sports. You guys watch other sweaty men play games. You guys play football. But you guys know a whole bunch of spats about Tom Brady, but I'm talking about your mom and how I boned her. Yeah.
Real class act here, folks. Insulting somebody's mother. How low do you have to be? I don't know this, officer. I don't know any of them. But how do you not know their mothers have passed? Or their mothers are dealing with terminal illness? Or just somebody you don't even know? Why would you say such a vile thing out of your mouth? What am I thinking? You have no conscience, so you would say anything you would want to get salacious and clickbait material.
You guys are a bunch of cowards. And you guys probably took the jab too, didn't you? You guys had to stay on the force. You guys were forced to take the jab. Great. So you guys have no mentality. You guys will follow any orders. Yeah, that's right. Fuck 12, that's right. Nobody likes you guys here because you're all sellouts that don't know your job. So right here, if you're just joining, guys, we're here in Providence, Rhode Island. We just got to Providence. We have 3 officers, one with a stupid-ass mustache that refuses to identify himself. None of them know the Constitution. This guy doesn't want to identify himself, and neither does that guy. They say it's right here, it's right here. They would never say that to a judge. They would never go up to a judge in front and enter the dock and say, it's right here. They would never do that. But they have an utter disdain. Guess what? Who do you think? I'm your boss. No, it's your policy. It's your policy when you make contact. It is your policy when you make contact. So you're not following your policy right now? I'm asking you your name. What's your name? What's your name? Well, guess what I'm going to do now? What I'm going to do now is I'm going to FOIA a whole bunch of shit about you guys. I'm going to put it out on the internet. I'm going to do my own research. I'm, of course, always going to call for nonviolence because that's the only way things are going to change. But I'm going to make you losers famous on the internet. I'm going to find out all this shit about you, and I'm going to
I'd buy that for $1.
put it out there. Okay. How does it feel working for the man? Did you ever, you know the thin blue line? What's the thin blue line stand for?
I know it's a blue line or a gray line.
Well, do you know that's against United States flag code for the blue line? You're desecrating the United States flag. How does it feel to desecrate the flag that so many people lost their lives for? And let me ask you another question.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
What's up with the Oakleys? I mean, this guy's got one of the stupidest mustaches I've ever seen, but he's even got better sunglasses than you. I will give you that. No, every cop wears Oakleys. They're ugly. They're ugly.
Why do you care about what he wears to protect his eyes from the sun? Or is it that you want to be a fashion critique? I mean, if you want to do makeup and fashion critiques, I mean, I'm all for that. At least you'd be doing something productive. Instead of harassing cops and ordinary people with your shenanigans.
I don't know, maybe they're cheaper. I can't afford the expensive Maui gyms and the Ray-Bans, you know? So
Ray-Bans are not cool either.
What kind of sunglasses you got?
I don't answer questions. But they are fire, right?
Yeah, they're nice. You want to switch?
No.
I like your expensive
No, thank you.
sunglasses over my cheap Oakley ones.
Look, I'm not trying to harass you guys or give you a bad time. Okay. Here's the point.
You were walking by, you saw this traffic stop. What was your...
Yeah, and they're telling me to back up. I just have I get upset, and I'll be honest with you. When someone says it's right here, and I've talked to literally thousands. Hear me out.
Why did you stop? Because you have no bearing on this investigation.
I do. I do have a bearing on this investigation.
And you saw this guy getting pulled over, so...
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
The officer is right. You have no bearing on this traffic stop. You were not in the vehicle. You were not a participant. You are not a cop. You are not the driver. What you are simply a wannabe YouTuber with a potato camera trying to make the cops look bad. Because why? You don't want to get a real job and you want to make clicks and views on YouTube. It's simple as that.
What caused you to be like...
That's a great question. That's a great question. I'll answer that for you. Well, one, I've traveled this entire country, not just police officers, but other public servants. I've caught them drunk. I've caught them sleeping on the job, and I've seen police abuse firsthand on video. So as your employer, as your boss, and as that person as my
Boss, what rank are you?
have you ever even looked at the flow chart in Providence? Citizens are at the top because we pay your job, because you guys are.
What property you own? What taxes do you pay in the city of Providence?
Oh, actually, first of all, I just bought taxes from the thing, from the store here. Every time you make a purchase, you make taxes. Yes, every police station in the United States, not everyone, but the majority of police stations in the United States receive federal funds, which I also pay. So, and regardless, thanks. Well, great, but regardless of
Shenanigans. I'm calling shenanigans yet again on Fake Mike real dumb this time. Sales tax does not always go to the state and to pay for cops. It might go to pay for roads, but your 7 cents on the dollar for sales tax don't mean diddly. And you don't live in Providence. So you're not a resident of Providence, so you wouldn't pay property tax, which actually does pay for law enforcement. And federal tax dollars. Everybody pays that. Not just you, but everybody. Even the cops pay taxes. So they're paying themselves, by your logic. So they're their own boss. They're independent contractors. Good for them. I wonder if they get good dental.
that, whether you work for tax or not, you guys take a sacred oath before God and your countrymen to protect our constitutional rights, do you not?
Well, I'm an atheist.
So you have no regard for your oath. That's. Did you read your oath? What did you take an oath to?
So anyways, back to the question. So you were walking by, you saw the traffic.
I saw a couple of my workers. I saw an excessive amount of my workers.
Oh, you're referring to us.
Yes, because you guys take
Yes,
it.
sir. Yes, sir.
You do. You guys work off tax money. You guys don't contribute anything to the free market. You guys are basically glorified welfare recipients. So when I see three cops it's true.
I work for my living.
So well, okay, how do you?
I don't just receive that.
Okay, but your job. Okay, let's get back to this. Let's get back to this. So your job.
No, get back to why you.
Okay, well you said you do your job, right? Your job. No. This is my point. I'm telling you with a question.
Explaining yourself.
I already gave you 3 examples. I already gave you 3 examples. One is because I've caught cops sleeping. I've caught cops being drunk, right? And I've caught cops abusing people. So when I see people,
Those 3 situations happening here.
I'm not sure. Why are you guys pulling this guy over? What reasonable, articulable?
Hey, dummy. Let me let you in a little secret. Cops are not sovereign citizens. They have to pay taxes too. They pay income tax, property tax, sales tax, cigarette tax if they smoke, and buy tobacco products. You see, what you are doing are just sitting around collecting YouTube money by going to traffic stops and making a scene. You know, most traffic stops can be done with under 10 minutes, but it's you guys that make them longer. It's you and your buddy El Selmo and the other frauders in your community that make it harder for the cops and the civilians who have to deal with your shenanigans and buffoonery.
Suspicion does he have? What? Actually, it is my business. Yes, it is.
You want to talk to him involved in this investigation?
Yes, I am involved in this investigation.
Go and continue on your merry way. Go record.
I can do whatever I want. I'm a free person. You took an.
I never said you were not.
I know. You took an oath to protect my rights.
You need to go. Just go.
So what? So what can you guys do? Why do you guys need 3 people here right now?
Well, I was driving by and I saw.
And so there's no cold cases. There's no rape case. We need 3 of you here.
I'm a patrolman. I'm not a detective. So those are investigations that are handled by detectives.
And ask about that.
But don't you think this is a massive waste of our taxpayer money that we need 3 people for somebody that's not even detained? Do we need 3 cops here right now? No, you're just being lazy. You're just being lazy. You're not doing it.
Well, like the officer said, he was patrolling. He's a patrolman. He's not a detective. So he wouldn't investigate cold cases or sexual assault cases. He would be patrolling the streets. And as he was patrolling, he saw another officer on a traffic stop to see if the officer needed any help. Which he did, because he had to come stop and deal with you and your buffoonery. I cannot condone it, nor would Tommy Lee Jones, nor anybody who has a brain. You, sir, are a jackwagon.
Anything. You're gonna do the walk of shame right now. He just told you to do the walk of shame. That's sad. Do you just take orders like that all the time? Why are you even here in the first place then? You're just blocking stuff. Yep. Go do the walk of shame. Walk of shame. See, this is what they do. They're not out. They don't know the Constitution. They're scared to say their names. And we need 3 of them right here for a traffic stop. It's pathetic. And they said, "Oh, you have to stand behind this tree." No, I don't. But I don't feel like getting arrested right now and for an illegal arrest and then having to sue you guys. But like, stand behind the tree. There's no restricted tape. Let me ask you, how seriously did you take your oath to the Constitution? When you take an oath, become an officer, did you take it seriously? Serious question. When you take an oath to the Constitution, you remember when you signed up and you took an oath to the Constitution? This is really sad, guys. These cops don't know the Constitution. They're scared to say their names. And we got 3 of them here. Not doing anything. He admitted, this guy admitted right here. Badge number 323, who's scared like a coward to give his name. He admitted he's not doing anything. He's just standing around.
No, he's dealing with your buffoonery, keeping you out of the scene from making it possibly dangerous. You don't know that person. You don't know the contents of the scene. You just saw a cop and pulled out your phone so you could record and make a video. Try to get a few cents from the ad.
Wasting tax money. How specifically are you assisting? How specifically are you assisting by standing around?
Well, because while that officer is speaking with the subject he's investigating, I'm keeping you who got involved in the situation away from the scene. That's
Well, isn't it your job to protect my freedom of speech, freedom of press? But that's why. But I have the freedom of speech. No, you're not. No, you're trying to alienate my freedom of speech. I can protest, right? I can say whatever I want, right? I can swear. As long as I don't call for violence, right? As long as I know, and as long as I don't call for violence, I'm able to do whatever I want. I can walk around. I can hit a cartwheel, right? No, it's called interfering. It's interfering is the charge, and my First Amendment can never interfere with an investigation. Now, if I pass a yellow tape line and I started moving evidence, that's interfering. My First Amendment is never interfering. I can never interfere with an investigation.
Wrong. You see, you can't interfere without crossing tape or messing with evidence. You see, by you distracting the cops and getting up in their face and yelling all kinds of stuff and saying all these things that they're tyrants and they're this, they're that, yada, yada, yada. Your same little script that you all repeat, you're distracting the cops from doing their jobs, which is interfering. That's what happened with Long Island audits. Watch the tape. He interfered by mouthing off and distracting the cops. So that's why he got charged. That's why he had to write a public apology letter and do community service.
First Amendment. If I start kicking around evidence and shit, yeah, that's interfering with an investigation. But my First Amendment right to protest can never be interfering with an investigation. You should know that.
I'm in the video here. No arrests are made. Just fake Mike, real dumb, making more stupid comments, insulting the officers, and being an all-around jerk. If you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. If there are any audio issues, please let me know. I'm still working on my setup for the studio. I'll be putting my links down as usual, the PayPal, the Twitter, and the Facebook group. You guys can come there, send me videos. If you want to make a donation, you don't have to, but I would greatly appreciate it if anything was donated. With that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day, and stay safe out there.